Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by his bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be?
Welcome back to the PBC, Pelican Bay's Corner, where I give it to you fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't, like I always say. Much appreciation, big thank you to everybody that watched the past couple of videos. We had some breaking news that needed to be out there. Much appreciation and big shout out and salute to everybody that's down in the chat, all my brothers and sisters that's listening, no matter where you at across this world, from continent to continent, like I always say. You know, we got some dog talk to speak about today and some much needed topics to speak about as well. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Big shout out, I want to say big shout out to all the brothers, no matter what line you're running. Eli, Jeep, Bolio, whatever, Red Boy, Jocko, Red Boy, Jeep, however you running it, Rascal, Colby, whatever you're running. Old Family Red, much appreciation. Appreciate you watching this video. And thanks for supporting the channel. First thing we're going to talk about today. And we're going to get to this topic right here later on in the video. We're going to speak about salute. And I want to send a big shout out to the brother Samurai. He dropped a video saying papers don't make the dog. You know, and you can't breed papers is what he's saying. You can't breed, papers. So we're going to speak about that in a few minutes. But first, I want to get to this topic right here. These brothers is mad. Y'all mad at the wrong person when it comes to that Thompson kennel situation. Y'all mad at the wrong people. Go be mad at Berkeley County Sheriff Office for doing what they did. They the ones went on that yard and with the warrants and took the dogs. Y'all mad at the wrong people. That's why I tell you, man, this dog game, what y'all call a dog game, I'm glad I'm not in it. I'm glad I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. It's too many people that don't think on an intellectual level. You know what I'm saying? You just and I hate to say this all the time, and I hate to sound like I'm calling a person a name or something like this, or it's just some of the dumbest people I've ever ran across in my life. You know? And maybe I've ran across these kind of people, but they just don't show it until they get into this pit bull stuff and they have to express it. You know? And it's crazy, man. You're upset at the wrong person. You know? Go down there and protest the Berkeley County Sheriff Office for what they did. Go call them, tell them how you feel about what they did, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff, you know? And these brothers steady coming in my comments trying to get me to fall into that same trap, to fall into their foolishness. One brother got in the comments and said, how much I want to put on my best dog? What you mean, how much I want to put on my best dog? Are you ignorant? Are you just that dumb? You know, what? Hey, to the brothers and sisters down in the chat that's already watching me, how much do you want to put on your best dog? You know, I told you, brother, I don't indulge in the activities you indulge in. I have knowledge about the activities that a lot of y'all are indulged in today's time, but my knowledge of the activities is from way back in the days. I don't have any knowledge of what's going on in today's time with these activities because I don't live like that. You see, I got a platform doing what I do on my platform, but it ain't to condone any of this stuff that y'all doing in modern day time. You know, we're not on the same level. The only thing makes us the same is the breed of dog that we have. You know, other than that, we don't do nothing the same. When I answer your question, how much I want to put on my best dog, I tell you what, how much you want to put on your best dog in the Samurai Digital Dog Show? Bring your best dog to the Samurai Digital Dog Show and tell me how much you want to put on it. And then we could talk something. You know what I'm saying? Then we could talk something. Other than that, I don't get down with your flunky talk. I don't get down with your, like, what you thought? You got to be quicker than that. You got to be quicker than that. At the end of the day, dog, I don't play them type of games, you know? So take your best dog and go find you a flunky to fuck around with. Because I don't get down like that. I'm not going to act like I get down like that. I don't care what you say, what you call me. You're not enticing me. I'm not interested in the lifestyle that you're trying to live. You know? So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Y'all brothers really upset. I see that now. And I'm used to it. You always been like this. You get upset with the wrong people. You get upset because he over there messing up and want to blame it on PB K9s or want to blame it on the next brother or the next brother. Because he messing up, you want to blame it on this person. Or because they messing up, you want to blame it on that person. No, 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 no. Keep that shit to yourself. Stay in your miserable world. Stay in your troubled world. Stay in your world where you feel you don't care about getting in trouble. Stay in your world where you don't mind and you big up and you say, oh, let's go to prison. You treat prison like it's a candy shop. Stay in your world. You know? Because over here we're doing the right things with our dogs. You know, I can't help you. Like I said before, you can't comprehend. I can't help that you just, I told y'all a long time ago, the train don't wait on nobody. The train come through, you know what the train about. You getting on or you gonna stay off. We ain't waiting, we ain't dragging around, and we ain't coming back to pick you up. You know? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. You know, I'm going on to the next topic. When one brother said, got down on my Facebook worrying about my puppies I posted up. That's why I tell y'all before, man. Ignorant folk like this, I eat them up and spit them out like chewing tobacco. You know, I blocked him off my Facebook page. I know he can't see none of my shit on my Facebook. He got to go make another fake page or something like that, right? He getting up there talking about, I've talked trash about that bloodline. So why would I advertise my pups, brother and sister breeding like I'm backpedaling on my words or something, and I gotta apologize to that dude. And I just know he wasn't talking about the fake ass walking out DJ Dynamite, Fair and Joy from Georgetown, South Carolina. That kennel partner, Ed Mutry, is jammed up now. They ain't went to court yet. And they got all the evidence since last year, year and a half ago. Year and a half ago now. Kennel partner ain't went to court yet. Whole dog fighting case. Apologize to who? He not the owner of that walk 'em off stuff, that Big John stuff. We doing the right things with these dogs over here. We don't care what he got going on with his dogs because, like I told y'all before, he's a flunky. He's a wannabe, the Django. You know what I'm saying? What they call him? What's the man name? Cornelius. He is Cornelius of the Django. Apologize to who? About what? I'm my own man, did my own bulldogging, got my own stories, and don't need nobody else to stand for me or nobody else to vouch what I'm talking about. No, none of that type of stuff. Apologize for what? If it wasn't for the breeders that I made, the real welcome I would have never had the two dogs that they did have. Mango and, if it ain't Mango and Molly, it's Mango and Candy. One of them, Mango definitely. Apologize for what? At the end of the day, man, we just do what's right out here. Keep it stepping. You don't like it, you don't like it. It just is what it is. You know, a lot of y'all gonna fall off to the side. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, you know, you're just gonna always be haters. You know, like I said before, we don't get no kick out of nobody losing their dogs. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking trash to Thompson because he deserved me talking trash to him. You know? You always want to stick up for Buck City. Buck City always want to stick up for you. But where Buck City at now? Like I said before, you're dealing with all these folk, having all these folk tied into your name when you're dealing with these dogs is the reason why shit like this happens. You can't explain it. How you gonna say, oh, you doing this with the dogs when you affiliated with a motherfucker that got busted 3 times in 19 months? You can't explain it. You can't explain South Carolina politics when you ain't from South Carolina. You come down here talking that Brooklyn, son, and all that type of shit. The same thing that gets a lot of my New York brothers smoked in the South. Man, I'm from New York. Get you smoked in the South. Same mentality he got. He don't understand. It ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. But them folk in Berkeley County, they woke his ass up. They let him know it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. So yeah, it ain't a good situation. I would agree with some of y'all on that. You know, I would agree with you. But what I ain't gonna agree with you with is the wanting to be mad and putting the blame on somebody else. Not even the blame, just wanting to be mad and taking your frustrations out on somebody else instead of who you're supposed to be taking them out on. And like I said before, to anybody, that fake walking off Fair and Joy, DJ Dynamite from Georgetown, he's a nobody. You know? A nobody when it comes to these dogs. Apologize to who? Apologize to what? I never said anything bad about the Big John line personally. About the whole line themselves. See, that's why I don't understand. These brothers, they watch 5 minutes of this, 2 minutes of that, 3 minutes of this, and then they get a whole damn hour worth of talking coming from something I said for 2 minutes and they didn't hear the whole conversation. I never dissed the Big John dogs. I dissed the ones that had the dogs. The ones that trying to lie about the dogs. Them the ones I dissed. These brothers who got them Big John dogs across the country, I say, you got some great dogs. Keep doing what you're doing and breed your dogs. Don't worry about this fake ass shit that's going on over here in South Carolina. The name Walk'em does not hold weight as it used to have back in the days. It's a felonious name now. You see? Any dog that you getting off the Walk'em and the Big John stuff that's after Mellow Yellow them and it says Walk'em, then you dealing with the felonious and the fake. That's all I'm telling you. Not saying nothing bad about the blood as a whole. I'm just telling you, the people that you're dealing with aren't the kind of people that you're used to. Oh, a lot of y'all brothers used to say, oh man, the old man was honest and his son was the crook, and the son was the crook and the old man was honest. The son was honest and the old man was, y'all used to always be, that was y'all talking point when they had their dogs. Oh, the old man had some good ones in this, but now you dealing with somebody that's not even affiliated with them in that way. Yeah, he know them. You see? Yes, he know them, but how long does it take them Big John dogs directly off Big John to grow? How many years is it gonna take them to get produced? See, it's a difference when somebody play with, a lot of y'all, you can't even look at somebody and tell they playing with you that they think you less than them, that they trying to pull the wool over your eyes, like I said before. A lot of y'all, you can't see that and you just go fall right into the bucket and then you get mad when somebody tell you got played. That's why a lot of these brothers, they don't even tell when you got homeboys and the old lady out there fucking somebody, a lot of these brothers, they don't even tell their homeboy that the old lady out there getting dicked down, because you know what the homeboy gonna do? Blame it on the brother that telling them. Oh man, so-and-so told me you out here fucking with this dude and you out here messing with him and you messing with her. Now he ain't your friend no more, and he ain't left the girl. The same type of attitudes that these brothers got in this dog game. They don't want to know they're getting bamboozled. They want to just get bamboozled and let them bamboozle. And then they come out here talking and saying this. And then when somebody correct them, put them in their place, tell them about the bullshit that they got, then they get mad. You know? Then they get mad. But like I said, man, the hell with Thompson Kennels, the hell with y'all that's getting mad about it. Do something about it. Like I said, go down there and do something, the Berkeley County Sheriff Office about it. You know, that's the ones you got to be mad about. Other than that, get the hell out my face. I said what I said on the last two videos. I ain't gonna keep putting video after video after video after video after video. I done said what I said. I'm standing on what I said, and that's it. You know, we moving on. Like I always say, we move forward. This ain't nothing new. He ain't the first or the last mother effer that's gonna get jammed up with the dogs. I've been giving the news all year. He ain't nothing special. You know? Like my man say on Paid in Full, old Mitch. Yo, this South Carolina, man. Brothers get jammed up with these pits every day, B. So, let's move on to more important topics. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the more important topics and the topic at hand of this video we're talking about today. Salute to the brother Samurai Kennels for doing the video saying, papers don't make the dog. Dogs don't make the papers. I ain't quite sure if you said it like that, Samurai, but you know, they get the point. And this is why I wanted to speak on this video. Because, you know, brothers get down in that man comment. This is the second video I done checked out. Not the second video that he done, because I checked them all out. But this is the second one that I checked out that I really wanted to speak on. You know, because these brothers will get down in here and they'll say stuff and they'll try to, sometimes it be older brothers that's already been in the game long periods of time. You know, brother said, pedigrees make the dog. Some of us say dogs make the pedigrees. You can't breed pedigrees is what he said. He's 100% correct. That brother that got down in the comments talking about pedigrees make the dog, he's an asshole. He's the type of person that's going to give you the bullshit. Pedigrees don't make the dog. Dog makes the pedigrees. See, this is the thing here. This is the thing. We all want to have a nice looking, flashy looking pedigree, right? We all want that. But the thing is, that's why brothers say know your pedigrees, not know the famous dogs. Know your pedigrees means more than just knowing old Barracuda, old Hunch, old Big John, old Little John, old Yellow John, you know, old Tornado, old this dog. Knowing the pedigrees is more than just knowing the famous dogs. It means knowing whether you have quality dogs in each one of these. Okay, they look flashy. A bunch of dogs coming down off Yellow. A bunch of dogs coming down off Eli. It looks flashy. But is the dogs quality dogs that's in this pedigree? Yeah, he coming off Eli, but was he a quality dog? Yeah, he coming down off Jeep, but is it a quality dog off Jeep? Just coming down off Jeep don't make you a quality dog. To the old schoolers, see? Now you may look at a pedigree, these young bucks and these brothers who pedigree driven, you may look at a pedigree, oh, that dog directly off Jeep, and it's a fucking curve. Producing nothing but curves and not producing nothing. You don't think Jeep made dogs directly off of him that didn't produce anything? Wasn't good producers? You don't think Red Boy made dogs directly off him that wasn't good producers? The dog was just a piece of shit? But we get these pedigrees and you thinking because they're coming off Jeep, because it's coming directly off Red Boy, then they're supposed to give you some high quality dogs. Dogs make the pedigrees. Pedigrees don't make the dogs. Pedigrees make the dogs for y'all. I keep telling, I told y'all brothers a couple videos back. Being green don't mean, oh, because you in the game, you dealing with these dogs for 10 years now, you're not green. Some folk is green their whole damn life. And there's statements like this that let you know you're still green in this aspect. You know? Dogs make the pedigrees. You want, and these brothers, that's why you have to give different breeders their props, because they kept flashy pedigrees. No matter who the breeder is, they may have kept a pedigree what you consider as flashy, but the dogs were high quality dogs. Why we always say breed best to the best. You see? You got people out here that just buy dogs from everybody. Puppy pillars is what I call them. You know, corner ornaments is what I call them. You just buy dogs from all different kinds. You just a dog collector, right? And then you put these pedigrees together. You don't know shit about these dogs. Pedigrees don't make the dogs. Dogs make the pedigrees. Just like that man said, dogs make the pedigrees. I don't care what bloodline you're coming down off of and who you go get to try to change my opinion on it. Because at the end of the day, that's facts. That ain't no opinion. That's a fact. Pedigrees don't make the dogs. Dogs make the pedigrees. Now, if you got a nice looking pedigree, your pedigree look good, when you show it to somebody else, they make them recognize a lot of the dogs in the pedigree. Okay, that's great. But them dogs still got to be high quality dogs. High quality on whatever your performance, whatever, if you confirmation, however you doing with it. They got to be high quality. You know, and it ain't really too much more to say about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason a lot of times today, you can show a person your pedigrees and they like that, but when they get your actual dogs, they don't like them. You know? Because pedigrees don't make the dogs, dogs make the pedigrees. What about these dogs with health problems, but they got a flashy pedigree? Now you get a dog, you get puppies off this with health problems. Got a flashy pedigree, but somewhere or another, somebody was breeding dogs with health problems because they trickle down to the next dog and they trickle down to the next dog. Because dogs make the pedigrees. It don't matter how nice that pedigree look if every dog you get coming off your litter got red mange. It don't matter how nice your pedigree look if every dog you're getting off your puppies and off your litters is scary dogs, scary puppies with red mange. Why does your pedigree even matter anymore? Because you bred the wrong kind of dogs into your dog. Dogs with health problems. It don't matter how good your pedigree look when your puppies got hip dysplasia and your puppies got bone problems and feet problems and all kind of stuff like that, because the breeders only bred the pedigrees knowing he could sell the puppies because look at these pedigrees. Look at these pedigrees. They're going to sell. They're going to sell. And he don't care about none of the bone structure problems, none of that type of stuff. So now your puppies got bone problems because of the puppies coming down from people that don't care about dogs. They care about the pedigrees. You know, and I'm gonna say it like this, you know, everybody grown, you know, everybody can stick up for themselves, you know, when it comes to these dogs. But salute to that brother Samurai. Stand on what you stand on, big dog. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just because a lot of these brothers may have had 10, 15 years dealing with these dogs more than you, I don't know. You may have had 15, 10 years more dealing with some of these dogs than some of these brothers. I don't know. But what I do know is you was dead on what you said when it comes to dogs make the pedigrees, because dogs do make the pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you getting a big John dog. Every big John dog ain't the same. Dogs make the pedigrees. They worrying about Pelican Bay Saber 2000 and talking about this so-and-so called name and this and that. Like I said before, dogs make the pedigrees. Which one of them? Out of all the other puppies that Saber 2000 had and Pandora had when she was bred on other yards and different things, how many of them you know, like you know Mellow Yellow? You know, How many of them Big John dogs living right now today do you know, like you know, Mellow Yellow and Fletcher? How many of them do you know? Because dogs make the pedigrees. Pedigrees don't make the dogs, you know? And my dogs got an owner with a hellified mouthpiece that's going to represent his shit. I ain't just sit back and when I'm competing in the Samurai Kennel Digital Dog Show, I ain't just sit back and say, oh, I'm going to come up here with my pedigree. I'm going to come up here with my pedigree and that's how we're going to win the show. No, I'm coming up here to perform. Win or lose, we coming to perform. The dogs make the pedigrees don't make the dogs. You think I think I'm going to win automatically because I put a yellow pedigree up here, grand champion yellow pedigree, top and bottom? You think I think I'm going to win because of that? No. I got to let the dog do the talking. I got to let the dog do the performing. Only in modern day time, you know what I'm saying? Only with these grasshoppers, you know, only with these greenhorns, you know, only with these ones that want to be historians, but they really don't, they still green behind the ears, got milk around their mouth. Only with them. You know, so man, at least if you're gonna be out here in the dirty section of Facebook, and if you're gonna be out here rocking with these brothers that dropping they videos on Facebook and different things, at least get some real knowledge, and that way you can understand that the dirty section of Facebook is not the area that you need to be in. You know, come up on shows like Samurai, like Pelican Bay, like the brother Lockjaw that's talking and giving a good talking topics on a daily basis on his Facebook. You know, get up on brothers' platforms that's really trying to talk knowledge about these dogs and speak legitimate stuff out here about these dogs, and got more to offer to you with these dogs than just a bullshit story trying to get you to get out here and get yourself in trouble. You know, dogs make the pedigrees. Pedigrees don't make the dogs. Like I said before, I can get these pedigrees out, and they don't work for me. They won't catch a hog for me. They won't wall climb for me. They ain't gonna pull no weights for me. I drop that piece of paper and put a collar on it. It ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna protect me in protection work. It ain't gonna do no shuts in work. Cause pedigrees, papers and pedigrees don't make the dogs. A brother can have the best dog in the world right now on all levels with no papers on it. Of course, it got a background, you know. Of course, we may not like them particular dogs when we judging the papers and we saying, oh, I don't want to breed that into my program, or oh, I don't want them. But I told you a while back, I said, what if you like the dog, but the dog is, I mean, this dog got your heart. You like this dog, you seen it, you like the way his head look, you like the way he act, you know, he like his performance, you like his drive level, you like everything about this dog, his color, everything outside of his papers. You don't like his papers, you don't like his pedigree. But you won't deal with this dog because of the pedigree. Now you missed out on a great dog. Probably one of the best producing dogs around. And it can be a hellified producer, but it don't fit when it comes to your papers, because when you go to sell them, nobody ain't gonna know who these people is, and a bunch of people that nobody knows, and it goes back to dogs that nobody knows. No red boy stuff in it, no Jeep stuff. It's just going back to a whole bunch of other kind of dogs and different things like that. You know? And you will miss out on a great dog because you're trying to judge the papers instead of judging the dog. When them judges walk around in them ADBA shows, they ain't judging the papers. They judging the dog that's in front of them. When them people at the AKC show, let's go a little to that side. Them people in the AKC show judging the dogs. They judging the dogs. They ain't judging the papers. Judging the dogs, my brother, is what it's all about. The dogs, now, you got a hellified dog with a hellified resume, then it's a good chance that his sire was a hellified dog, his dam was a hellified dog, his grandsire, his grandmama was a hellified dog, was on the top and the bottom. You know, that's what we say the importance of this is, to make sure that you got hellified dogs through your whole pedigree. Whether your homeboy know about it or not, long as you know about it. Oh man, I know all these dogs right here. This is a hellified dog. This is one. This is one. This is one, and this is one. This is one, and this is one. They go another one in the fourth. They go another one, another 2 or 3 right there in the fourth. You know, hellified dogs make more hellified dogs. So, you know, this keep it real with yourself, like I always say, man. Some people talk just to hear themselves talk. Some people just don't know, you know, and I'm not saying that this brother that made this comment up on the summarized video actually knows better or not. What I'm saying is, you're wrong, brother. Pedigrees don't make the dog. Dogs make the pedigrees. I don't care what pedigree you got. You know, you can go from, like I said, the Eli, the Rascal, the Jeep, the Red Boy, the Bolio, Red Boy Jocko, whatever pedigree you got. The dogs make the pedigree. The pedigree don't make the dogs. If that's the case, you wouldn't be to have no rum dogs, because the pedigrees already made the dogs. How you get a rum list is because the dogs in the pedigrees make the dog further back more popular. But it's the dogs in the pedigrees. It's Jeep dogs in his pedigrees, in his offspring, that made him popular. The dogs, not the write-up. Oh, everything that's coming out off this Finley Bow honey bunch breeding is going to be considered champions. They're going to be considered these kind of dogs, and this is going to take Jeep to the top of the rum list. No, it was the dogs themselves that he was producing. Came out to be great dogs. Oh, this makes Jeep look great. Jeep came out to be a great dog. Jeep make Honey Bunch look great. Finley Bow look great. All these dogs turn out to be great dogs. Make Bully Son look great. All these dogs turn out to be great dogs. Make the Zeke dog look great. Bolio them daddy. So, I mean, you know, like I always say, man, nobody knows it all. Everybody can always learn something. When you turn into a brick out here and not a sponge, it's the moment you lost. You always got to be a sponge. You always got to be absorbing the right kind of information. You know, never in the history of this dog game have we had this much information out here for the public and for people in this dog game to absorb. You know, back in the days, only information we can absorb is you talking to one of your homeboys or you reading these magazines. Now you got so many different old school dog men that's on these videos. You got so many different brothers that deal with these dogs on Facebook, on their videos, doing all kind of stuff. You got so many different books out here that you can read. So many different platforms where brothers just typing up a little bit of literacy, giving you a little bit of history about this blood, about this dog, this and this and this. So many different little groups and stuff that you can get in and get good information about these dogs. And you got to be careful, because you got to know how to tell the difference between the good information and the bad information. The one that's going to lead you to the right spot and the one that's going to lead you to the wrong spot. You know? And like I said, at the end of the day, be mad at who you're supposed to be mad at. When brothers make the wrong decisions out here in this dog game, stop putting the blame on other things. You know, be mad at yourself if you want to be mad at somebody. You know, And a lot of y'all, like I said before, man, a lot of y'all just ain't worth it. You know, you just ain't worth it. I'd rather not even have you on my page. And like I said before, I'm not pressed on selling no puppies to nobody. If you're not doing the right things with your dogs, with your puppies, don't ask me about no puppy. I don't care about none of that other shit. You know, I can get $1 from somebody else. You know, you don't buy it, somebody else will. I don't want my dogs to go to nobody who gonna ruin them, nobody who gonna try to get out there and do the illegal stuff with them, and nobody who gonna take care of them the way they need to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? All that friend shit out the damn door, all that other stuff out the damn door, all that. If you're not rocking with these dogs the right way, don't even holler at me. Don't even talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Period. At all. Zero, zilch. So what I want y'all brothers to do, you know, is have a great day. Stay safe out there. Stay legal out there. Don't let nobody fool you out your spot. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody trick you like it's greener on this side of the fence when it ain't greener on that side of the fence. It just look like that from a distance, you know? Like we say, from a distance, because we look from afar away. We don't even try to get close to that fence and look over. We look from afar away. We don't even care what you're doing. Matter of fact, we're looking through our peripheral vision. And when you're looking through your peripheral, it look like it's green over there, but it ain't green. Once we get a turn around and focus at it, look at it, straight vision. Oh man, that shit, they got brown spots all over the place. You can barely got any green. Matter of fact, it's really brown and dirt field with a couple green spots. A couple green spots over there. What's the chances that we landing on a green spot and staying green and everything around us turn green? No, man. Especially when you're dealing with a community of crab in a barrel mentality mother effers. You only want certain people to do good, you know. And then I told you, a lot of these brothers got Cornelius mind frames. You don't know who Cornelius is? Go look at this Django. Samuel L. Jackson part. Cornelius. A lot of them got that mind frame. You know. Bootlegging, jacklegging preachers. So man, all I can tell you, like I said before, we gonna do what we supposed to do over here. We gonna keep giving that news. You don't want to make the news? What I always say, brothers, don't make that news. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody that support the channel. You know, big salute out to all my brothers from one state to the next state. Big salute out and shout out to the brother home of the nanny dog. Salute to all the brothers out there in Missouri. You know, because I don't shoot them brothers enough shout outs as it is. I always say South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Delaware, you know, all my brothers in Texas, California, Arizona, you know, Idaho, Wyoming, Oklahoma, you know. Salute to my brother in Oklahoma, holding it down with them great looking dogs out there, my brother. Much appreciation and appreciate you rocking with the Bay from day one. Now, one brother said in my comments, does anybody know what led to them raiding them? No, nobody don't know that's out here in the dog community what led to him getting raided. He knows what led to him getting raided. I bet you he knows what did it. And if you listen to that news article that I did on the second video, part 2, listen to the news article. Listen to what the woman said at the very end. That's why I tell brothers, you know, a lot of times, you know, you can't comprehend. What led to him getting raided? Your best friend Buck City. You know, you're willing to get on national TV and talk about how you were affiliated with a motherfucker that got busted 3 times in 19 months. Now, if you listen to the lady in the news article, she gonna say this was a continuation from other incidents that happened in his area. Things been happening in his area over the past 6, 7 months. This is a continuation of those incidences. We don't need to know how it happened. We just need to know that you need to be doing the right thing so it won't happen to you.